Hey YouTube, it is your girl, Beautiful One, and so I am back, and I recently just cut my hair, so I'm 100% natural now, 100%. So what do when you become natural? You go get a protective style. No, you don't have to go get a protective style. What you normally are supposed to do or normally do is learn your hair texture and begin to experiment with products. But I had in my heart, aside from cutting off all of the processed hair and permed hair, I wanted to try some Havana twist. So I don't know if this is what you would call what I have in my head, but you know, you get the point. So right now, before I go into the Havana twist, Senegalese twist, kinky twists, whatever you want to call them, I am going to just do a small little tutorial on tying a bow. A lot of people ask me how I tie this thing, and I'm just like, oh, you know, it's just regular tying it, and you know, all you do is just tie it. So this is just any, you know, any old kind of scarf. It's a long one, and as you can see, there are probably grease stains on it, you know, from the oil. But yeah, so when I just want like a regular bow, I just gather up the scarf. I don't fold it because, I mean, I just want a regular, I don't want it too neat, I just want it regular, like just a regular bow. So you tie it behind, if you want, like the nape area. If I'm wearing like a quick weave or like something just to get me through to my next protective style, I'll tie it around like the base of that weave, or your sew-in. So just start with it looped, little over your ears, and wherever you want the bow to sit, you know, you just tie it. I'm sorry, I'll go through that again. So coming over and just tying it, sticking it through there. And you're going to make your first knot. See? Just a regular knot. That's where my bow is going to sit. So then it's not too tight. It's not causing crazy, give me a headache or anything. So now I'm going to take this side, the left hand, and I'm going to make my bow. So this is why I don't fold it, you know, make it really straight, because you want it to be able to feather out. So holding it, keeping the tension, stick your finger through it and make that loop. It's just like tying your shoe, exactly like tying your shoe. So however big you want your bow, that's how much you're gonna make your loop. This is how big I want my bow. So I wrap this around, see, wrap that around, and I'm going to stick it through. Now, when you stick the other side through, you can't necessarily make your loop, but you will find it because that's what you're going to do. So I'm pulling it through, still have my loop, and I found my loop. So now I'm just going to pull it out some more to the desired length, and that's pretty much where my bow is going to sit. However long I pulled it out, that's where it's going to sit. So sometimes I'll even come back and pull it just to make it a little even. Okay, so that's the hard part. Sorry, that's the hard part. Now we're just going to do the easy part. So take this and twist. These are your ends. Mine has tassels on it, but whatever, it's no biggie. What you're going to do is just tuck it in that hole. Remember, you made your hoop. That's where it's at. And just tuck it. You're going to hide these ends or the pieces that you see. And we're going to do the other side like that. Now, the one that's closer to my eye, I went underneath, so it can kind of, you know, pooch it out. And this one, mistakenly, it has the tag on this side. I'm going to come on the top of it. So now I'm just twisting it so it can get in there and give that bow a shape. So, oh, I got to find the hole. You will have to find your hole so you can do it. Okay, there it is. There's the hole. And it's going to come on the top. And that way, you see the knot, and there's your bow. Now to make it pretty, just take it and feather it out. Uh-oh, got some tassels hanging just a bit. And just, you know, tuck. If you didn't twist it tight enough, that's why, well, my tassels, I have tassels on mine. But yeah, so just feather it out. That's one side. And let's just do the other side. And let's... And there goes your bow. I mean, you can make it as big as you want it. Kind of center it. And there is your bow. So that is how I tie my bows. Really simple, not hard at all. I'm sorry, I just have to make it prettier, cuter. Alright, there we go. So, there goes my bow. And it's covered in my nape and do it what it does best. And then you could just center it, push it forward, Minnie Mouse it, you know, it's cute, something new. So now that I went through the mini tutorial on bow tie, I'm going to take this down and show you, well, no, I'm just going to take this lot down and show you my twists. So this is the style in its own, the big bun style, of course, with the bow, and this is a very cute style. I have actually worn them, or set it to the side, you could do it to the back. And just have your, you know, your twists or braids or dreads or whatever just going to the back. So that was style number one, I guess, if you want to call it that too. So like mini tutorial for your bow, and then 1, 2, 3 in style. So in the bun, one style, to the side, style number 2, to the back, high ponytail, style number 3, and then yeah. So these are the lovely, I'm gonna call them Havana twists because they look like Havana twists to me. I just used Bobby Boss Jamaica braid. I bought it at my beauty supply store, my local beauty supply store. It was $5 a pack. Whew. I'm sorry. When I'm going for like synthetic hair or like Kanekalon, I'm looking for like the cheapest brand. And my beauty supply store was taxing. So, $5.49 a pack was for the Jamaica braid, or it was Bobby Boss. So it's in a red pack and it says Jamaica braid. That's really what all you see. And then in small letters at the top it says Bobby Boss. So that's what I used. It just said Jamaica braid. I used 5, 10, 15, 20, 5 packs, and I did not cut the packs. And you're probably wondering, like, how did I get them this long? Well, what I did, or what I had my braider do, is instead of starting in the middle with your hair, you know how you're holding your hair. Let's just use the earmuffs as hair. You know how you're holding your hair. This is how you hold the middle. Well, instead of grabbing it by the middle and making both sides even and then trying to pull it to stretch it, all I had her do was grab it at the top and have a little hanging down. I'm going to use a towel. Sorry, was not prepared, and I don't have any more hair left. Or I do, but I left it. So this is a towel. You see, this is your hair. This is your one strand of hair, and you grab it in the middle. Instead of grabbing it in the middle, grab it on the edge, and there you get your length. And then however they braided in for you, mine is semi-braided at the base, and then she started twisting. So after she got to this end on the hair, she split it up into the 2 and started to twist. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's how I got the length. These are not heavy at all. These are not like my box braids. My box braids were heavy. If anybody gets box braids and they say they aren't heavy, then they must have a stronger neck than I do, because mine were heavy. You know, like I would do like the wobble with it. Like seriously, they were heavy. So these definitely are not heavy. I did not pre-treat these this time. I made sure my scalp was conditioned, washed, because I had to wash it anyway for cutting it, from cutting off the perm pieces. So I used my Shea Moisture selection of stuff, and oils, just olive oil, my herbal oil, and then the styling milk for the Shea Moisture. So I used that on the base. This is in before I got my hair done. So I haven't had any itching. If I had any itching, it's been very minor. I won't say it's like the allergic or allergy to the Kanekalon. Because you know, when you first get your hair in its style, it's gonna itch. Like the air is hitting it. Your scalp has sometimes been stretched if they braid it too tight. And you know, you're like, oh, I can get to it. You know, it's not like your weave where you're like, oh, I need to find a comb and I can't get to it. No, you're like, oh, I can get to it, so I'm just gonna scratch it. You know, it hasn't been something like, oh my gosh, I need to take my hair out. Yeah, so these are not crazy big, and I want to keep these in at least for a month. I want to keep these in at least for a month, maybe a month and a half. So what is this, September? So by October 22nd, maybe like October 22nd, last week in October, I want to be able to take these out. So yeah, so by that time, I should have a good substantial amount of growth. And then, I don't know, I'll probably be off to my next protective style, or I'll start rocking my natural. So I have plenty of products. I just didn't, you know, I didn't feel like trying to figure out stuff that would work well with my hair. And I definitely want to try a twist out, and I feel like I need to have a little bit more length, even in a stretch position. So I'm not going to have this video stretch too much longer. But yeah, so these are my twists. And I want to say they are probably like the size of a pencil. So not too small, not too big. The Jamaica braid hair did come pre-separated, and we used 3. So 3 strands of pre-separation. We fluffed it out, and then that's what you use to braid. So I want to show you. So the sections are pretty, you know, big. And that's the one or whatever. So like I said, I just feel like they're pretty good. I'm debating on whether or not I want to curl my ends. I really don't like it when I see other ends curled, only because I'm just like, so I don't know if I'm probably not gonna curl the ends. I mean, it's better for me. It's better to like tuck it when I have it in that bun style. But yeah, so this is definitely a cute style. I got this scarf. A friend of mine got this scarf from Jerusalem. So it's just a gray scarf. And yeah, so he just got it from Jerusalem, and the little tag has a Star of David, which is crazy. So I was just like, huh, I guess I can use it as a headscarf. But yeah, so that is just a hair update, I guess, on what I'm doing with my hair. And I don't know, I just love it. Like, I love how this looks down. I love how it looks up. I like the twist. I want to say I probably like the twist more than I like the braids, because the twists are just softer. I don't know, they give me a more softer appearance. You know, braids are very harsh, hard, structured, and these are very like fun. Although sometimes these kind of resemble dreads. So I don't know, if you are looking for a way to experiment with the way dreads look, or something very thick and natural looking, I would definitely give these a try. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just call these Havana twists. Like, screw it, I do what I want to do, so I'm just gonna call them Havana twist. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Video stretching to 15 minutes now. And I'm sure you're probably like, all she does is ever talk. Whatever, this is my channel, so I can do whatever I want to do. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be that way. But yeah, so I guess I'll have an update for you guys as far as weight loss, maybe later in the week. I don't feel like I've lost anything. What was that, like 3 weeks ago I posted a video and I was going to go work out. Well, I probably worked out 3 times since then, like 3 times. My ankle and stuff is still kind of hurt from my accident. So I mean, I know I can do something, but I like to go hard if I go to the gym. So pretty much I've still just been going to like my doctor's appointments, which I will definitely have a video about that next, and coinciding with the weight loss, because that definitely has a lot to do with it. I just found out some new tips and tricks and techniques and things that I feel like would, you know, promote a healthy lifestyle. Not just weight loss, healthy lifestyle. So that'll definitely be in the next video. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Some fall stuff is coming up. It's definitely fall. It's September. Although you see me with my bare arms out, it just became warm outside. It was like 40 degrees in the Chicago area this morning, and then progressed to 80. So there will definitely be some hauls that I have been stocking up for the winter. Scarves included, because you can always rock a scarf, whether or not it's summer or winter. So I'm going to definitely be rocking a scarf. So yes, so stay tuned for that. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you once again for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Also check out my store, Beautifulone2307. There is a link on my channel page. Also check out my blog. Whatever I do on here, I'm going to try to put it on there, and vice versa, just to keep you guys updated with things that I do. And like I said, I just thank everybody that takes the time to watch a video, takes the time to see me and support me in whatever I'm doing at the moment. So stay tuned for more, and you beauties have a wonderful, blessed, and safe night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.